So hello guys, welcome back, and we are gonna be looking to do another Protoss versus Protoss. And for now, I'm just like talking to Tebow, and he's like, "Oh, he used to play Wings of Liberty and catching back. Hopefully, each time we'll be giving a better showing." And yeah, big shout outs there to Tebow. I really appreciate hearing a little more from the guy. Wish we got to see that first game, but that cheese was pretty okay. Honestly, it was a very all in nature. Of course, when you set in those gateways all the way where your opponent is, and without warp gate you can't really cycle anything in, but it was a good try. He got the cannons up, and he did put Bistork in a way. He's like, oh man, what am I gonna be doing here? What is gonna be the play? What is gonna be the showing? And in the meantime, invite when lobby is up. Okay, thank you very much. So we are gonna be getting into our the scout of my pro was crucial. Yeah, I know, right? And just the amount of damage there. It was a good try though. I really appreciate it. And is this gonna be this one? Is this Bistork versus BlackMamba? Let me check it out, guys, real quick. Actually, I might have gotten the wrong guy on the chat. Well played indeed. This is okay. Oh no, Macho is one of the streamers. I got it. I know, right? I know, right, Tivo? I know, right? Good luck on Saturday. So I really wish to see Tivo actually try the tats, but we are gonna be getting into our next game, which will be a Protoss versus Protoss, and it will be Bistork versus BlackMamba. Actually, his name in the feature is Mamba itself. It's one of his aliases, and he's been a player since Heart of the Swarm, apparently, which is pretty interesting to say the least. There has been a number of, well, players coming on back, as we've seen from Tebow. He came back from Wings of Liberty, and he's like, it might be an opportunity there, and it might be a situation wherein that I can try to prove myself. And it's a trial by far there for Tebow, but right here, right now, we are going to see two of the best in the scene. It's Bistork versus BlackMamba, and this is going to be really interesting. Looking at BlackMamba's record so far, though, he something to note is he did qualify for TESL, the Taiwan Esports League, all the way back when in Heart of the Swarm. Something else though, he's been playing in a number of the ESL Open Cups, the OSC events, such like the Kung Fu Cup, the Masters Cup, and all the like. So that's why I know this name from those kinds of events. But for the time being, we are going to be getting ready, and our first map for the session will be Deathaura LE. And now, for me, I think this is one of the best additions in the map pool. Don't get me wrong, it's one of those kind of smaller maps, kind of tighter maps, but the fun part about the acceleration zones is the aggression can come really quickly, and there are also times that you can surprise your opponent by basically getting something out of harm's way with the speed boost. Now, usually we get the slow fields instead of the speed boost, which is the inhibitor zones, right? But in a scenario like this, you get the polar opposite, and hey, it's a very interesting addition. I really feel like it's a different element in a map like this, and of course, if you're a purist, you're not gonna be liking something new, but there are still a lot of different maps that you can choose in the first place. But it seems like our match is ready to go. We are gonna be getting into the action, and this is gonna be game number 1 out of 3. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go again. We are back into the action, we are back into the fold, and we are back into the game. Introducing first right here, right now, on the top left of Deathaura LE, it is gonna be our blue Protoss, Bistork. The man from Hong Kong looking to just join his countryman there in the main event, and he's gonna be looking to prove that Protoss can be superior in many ways in the top tier gameplay. In the meantime, his opponent though, hailing from Taiwan, here on the bottom right, it's our red Protoss, BlackMamba. Also known as Mamba, he might be a venomous snake trying to push on in. And from a scene from the start, he's just so good at the harassment. From the last qualifier, especially his Oracle play, magnifique, to say the least. For BlackMamba though, even though I've seen his name from time to time, well, it's gonna be more of a new approach for him. And okay, PvP guys. So welcome to the PvP stream. In all honesty, so when we follow Bistork, it feels like we're just getting Protoss after Protoss after Protoss after Protoss, and in a situation like this, it really will be Protoss versus Protoss at its finest, at its purest. And when in doubt, go for that cannon rush. So double pro Biscat here for BlackMamba. One can be setting up that pylon to have a backup plan if need be. This was a little more obvious, and if Bistork doesn't react to this one, then that is gonna hurt. Seems like though for Bistork, he doesn't have any vision of the south side of his island, So that's something to take notice. And oh, it is going to be the full commitment. It's not just the cannons, it's also going to be that gateway perhaps. Forge going to be in position already. No fast expand here, but Bistork in the meantime, I've seen him do this before on Deathaura. He loves to go for the proxy star, get around 2 to 3 oracles, and it doesn't matter if you have battery overcharge here on the Nexus point. It is just going to be vaporization after vaporization, but it's now time for the reckoning. It's time for the push, and BlackMamba going to be surprising because there is a cannon set up on the low ground already, and it's hurting that gateway for quite a lot. There we go with more and more of those cycles, more and more of that production, and we'll see if there's going to be enough here to try and defend this. It's still Bistork trying to get rid of everything, but BlackMamba has decided to open the floodgates and release the warp cycles in. Bistork now with a bigger pull. The Stalkers are in position. We've seen this hold this before, so for him, this is just another experience with another guy. But this is looking a little imposing here for BlackMamba. Basically, if this fails for BlackMamba, that's game, set, and match because of the amount of minerals he's really committing into this one. But these 3 cannons gonna be up and running. Shield battery trying to make sure that Gateway will get that Stalker on out. And here we go yet again. 4 probes have already fallen. Cell's gonna be marching on in as well to get some DPS in behind. And BlackMamba, 2 different wars, gonna be going for the brawl. Stalker right now, gonna be target. Photo cannon, focus fire heavily by Bistork. And he is ready with these shield batteries into play. Does he have time though to get that Oracle? That's gonna be the real question. No, he only has that pilot there, so nothing's happening. It's all about the defense right here, right now. Cannons though, pushing, creeping closer and closer. And that Artosis pilot gonna go down. All the power has get shut. Bistork though, desperate to try and get that one back. Another shield battery into play, but he has to be very, very careful in this regard. Now it's time for the power. Does he have the battery overcharge? He uses it onto the northmost one. And then the Stalker be in range. Seems like it's the case, but Bistork cannot afford to lose that other Stalker. That will go down immediately. Zealot can be still in the play. Here we go again with some more and more cannons. And you get a cannon, you get a cannon, you get a cannon. And for Bistork, he's just taking all these gifts even though he doesn't want it anymore. BlackMamba unrelenting. Whenever you get bit by a snake, it is just gonna be the venom coursing through your brains, going through your shoulder, through your brain, everywhere on your blood. And BlackMamba right now, shutting down all these Stalkers yet again. Bistork desperate to get one more range unit, but the Zealot gonna be pushing on forward one more time. BlackMamba right now is like a tumor creeping on closer and closer. And you know the snake, guys, is a natural predator in the jungle, one of those apex predators to say the least. And as soon as this gateway goes down, this is all that Bistork has left. BlackMamba with a pretty successful cannon so far. He is looking pretty good. He even has more workers right now, so he's gonna have a better economy. And overall, Bistork just... if that was level 1 a while ago from Tebow, this is level 2. And you are not prepared for level 2. You are not ready whatsoever. And you know, in the great words of Illidan Stormrage, it really is gonna be you are not prepared here. Here we go again though, with the probes going for the surround. Cybernetic score in behind, and Bistork is desperate for this one. He still feels like he can win this, and it is still winnable for BlackMamba. He's committing everything here. There is nothing going on the base. There is no point changing the screen whatsoever. We are here, we are now, we are safe, we are sound, and we're seeing all the action just unfold in front of us. There we go though with the Stalkers going out the north hand side. I love how Bistork is using those pros to stay alive, but the Nexus point falls, and this has to be game. There is no more chance for Bistork unless he's able to get that ninja expansion out of nowhere. There is still that possibility because he had the 465 mark. And oh, Bistork is gonna go for it here on this base instead. Now this is very risky because if this falls, there is no more money, even if he does get the cancel. And I think that's a mistake there. There we go with the cancel. Bistork realizes he doesn't have enough 365 minerals only. And this has to be game, set, and match. Pylon will go down. BlackMamba with a proper cannon rush, going with the one gateway commits with that Zealot. And Bistork is just basically quivering here. BlackMamba gonna be taking this one handily. GG is called, and that is gonna be our Taiwanese Protoss taking this first game. BlackMamba does not stop whatsoever, and there you go. There you got it, ladies and gentlemen. What's a solid one right there, and that was really, really fun to see. Now, give me a second, just let me realize a few things there. But for BlackMamba, I like his, I like his style there. He didn't really show off his hand until it was too late. The cannon was already set, and I guess there in Deathaura, how Bistork set up his wall was a little too close for comfort. But I really get his positioning though. It really makes sense because you want to set that standard wall for 2 gates, right, in terms of a PvP. You want to have that production. And a scenario like that is just going to be in a position that apparently that bullet cannon will reach, so smaller map equals better range, and we are going to be moving into a bigger map instead. Trying to enter the lobby real quick. Okay. What happened there? What's happening to our thing one? Okay. Entering lobby. I'm stuck in entering lobby, which is highly unfortunate. Stuck in entering lobby. Give me a sec. What's happening there? So, I'm getting spammed by invites that I can't accept for some reason. What happened? What happened there? Oh man, so good though. That was such a good game. What happened there? Technical issues, guys. But it's so good. In all honesty, I would be heartbroken if I can't get it. Can I restart my game real quick? Let's just ask them. I just wanna make sure that everything is okay. Because invite is stuck on entering lobby. We'll be right back. I'm like super fast, guys. We'll be super fast. So please, Bistork, don't. Cause apparently he invited me something and I pressed it and then he canceled it at the same time. So I got in a permanent state of limbo there coming into that one. So give me a sec, guys. My computer is fast enough to actually get things going. But hey, that was it. I really feel like though the Nexus choice there from Bistork kind of wrong. He had the cannons already there, and I believe he had that probe all the way on the east side, right? He had that. He was going for the proxy target. Just plop it there, plop it in the corner somewhere else, you know. Kinda, kinda unfortunate. So yeah. Oh no, did they start already? Oh no, we missed it. So where is it? Where is it? Can we actually get things going again? That is unfortunate. That's just so unfortunate. I thought we were gonna be able to get that one, and that's kind of heartbreaking. So let me just quickly find who else was casting. Hi, still up? Oh no, oh no. I do want to show you guys what's still going on. In all honesty, so maybe we can go over to the other stream if ever. I'm just trying, and yeah, this is a little bit of a problem sometimes when you get stuck in a few things here and there. It just breaks your game, and you know in a scenario like that, it just kind of fell apart. That's so unfortunate. But we'll be right back. I'll actually I'll look for it real quick for all of you guys so we don't miss it. In all honesty, maybe I could do a stream over a stream kind of thing, or maybe I could just like toss you guys over there. Give me a second though. I'll look for it because that series is pretty hype. That series is really hype. In all honesty, and this is I want to know versus expect. This one is yeah, they already started. Okay. So I will. Okay. They already started. That's unfortunate. So I can actually do this. Give me a sec. I will be right back. I can fix this up so we can watch their stream instead. We're gonna stream on top of the stream per se, or I can link you guys there instead if you want some Korean casting. But in terms of English, we'll drop you. I drop the link in the description if you guys need it. But yeah, we hopefully we can show it off what's going on. Maybe we can just like show off real quick what the nah. I'll just toss you guys there. I think they deserve it. But yeah, BlackMamba, Bistork. This is pretty solid. We can actually get things going. It happens sometimes. Those are situations that we can't really do anything about. It's kind of heartbreaking that we weren't able to get into the lobby. But I think this is what we can do. There you go. So this is from twitch.tv slash what's it called? Twitch.tv slash macho12929. And yeah, okay, we'll be casting this one through the stream itself. So it's gonna be hopefully it doesn't lag too much. Hopefully it's all good in the hood. There's not gonna be audio. I'm just gonna be overriding it. If you guys want to hear the game with audio, just head on over there and let's get into this game. So this is what happened, guys, when we kind of get left behind in the stream. So yeah, there's no audio right now. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for this, but of course there is that channel right there. So this is gonna be Ice and Chrome LE. We're watching through the Korean cast right now. Maybe you can put a little bit of audio on top of it actually, just to hear what's going on, and you're gonna hear the hypeness of a Korean guy. Yeah, it's a little too loud. He has a really good prod in all honesty. So I'd toss you guys over there instead because of what happened. And oh, okay, never mind. This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work out that well, cause my internet's all busy trying to get rings done. But
뭐예요?
there you
갑자기?
go. Again, it looks like it is gonna be a potential
관문 올라갔네.
proxy pylon again.
근데 관문
BlackMamba
올라가서
gonna be setting that one up. Bistork in the meantime onto the high ground, and yeah, we'll be looking to see how this is all gonna be unfolding. I think we should just mute the audio, because it's kind of weird to overlap casting over casting. But I really recommend you guys head on over there instead for the pure experience. But for BlackMamba, he really wants to get this match win already. He wants to move on to that qualifying match, and my internet cannot handle it. It's trying to stream at the same time. It's trying to do the best it can. And we are going to be seeing, of course, that standard wall on in again. Gateways are set. Pylon is there already. And, you know, as a community caster, there's no mercy. If there is any technical issue, whether it's your fault or not, you are just going to get left behind. And I understand that. I learned it the hard way, actually. Way back when in 2019. This is not going to work, guys. This is not going to work. I'm going to put it on 480 just to be proper. So to see how everything is going to unfold. This is actually really bad quality. But I linked the channel there just for your guys' use, and we're just gonna be talking about the game itself instead. Sentries though going for the shots. It is gonna be Bistork penetrating through with the adepts, and surprise, surprise, looking to make it out. Never mind, decide to cancel those shades. And of course, again, I linked up the description of the channel down below. If you guys enjoy my casting, you can hop on back here after this game, of course, to see what is the next final, or you can stay on there. It's no problem whatsoever. It's all about the players. It's not about me. It's about the players. And 3 probes do go down with the adept sweep. And this is what Bistork is just really, really good at. He is so potent at finding opportunities, at poking at his opponent, at really harassing. And something I noted a while ago on Deathaura was the oracles. This time it's the adept, some of his bread and butter units so far. But it's gonna be Stargate right here, right now from BlackMamba. Bistork gonna be setting things up with the Stargate as well as the Twilight Council. And there we go with the shield battery gonna be into play as well. Oracle right now gonna get sent on over at the same time. And this is pretty much what Bistork is all about. Here on Ice and Chrome though, something we talk about in a map like this is the triangular nature of those 3 expansions. But there is the unsafer expansion, there is the safer expansion. Here we go though with Pulsar Beam, doing all he can against those probes. And hey, we'll see how everything is gonna unfold still. I really appreciate whoever's still tuning on in. I know this is not the best viewing experience after compared to that first game. But you know, sometimes things happen, and that is just how it is sometimes. Anyway, still, second base is already built. I really recommend, though, again, that you guys sub in there. That's the last time I'm going to say that, and I still have the description in the chat. But for the time being, that is going to be the Phoenix getting the catch on. Again, shield battery, though, being built. We already have 2 bases up and running here for BlackMamba and Bistork. And it seems like this is going to be more of macro focus compared to the chaos that was the previous game. Compared to the antics of that one, we'll have BlackMamba right now staying onto the west side again. There we go with the Phoenix right now being built one more time. And right here, right now, it might be warfare in the air. I've seen Bistork actually harass a lot with Phoenixes, with Oracle, so that's something he's going to be good at, BlackMamba. In the meantime, I'm going to be very curious to see what this guy from Taiwan has in store. As we've seen, having a history from Heart of the Swarm, but Phoenix is now going to be into play again. Dark Shrine, though, is set on up one more time. Looking to do all he can with the sneaky TTs. And for Bistork, again, it really is all about infiltration. It is all about finding ways to neuter your opponent's economy as much as possible. And in an instance like this, it's going over to the northwest side again. BlackMamba, though, giving chase against Bistork. But honestly, for Bistork, this is such a bait and switch. Even though these Phoenixes fall, this does make sure that BlackMamba is not scouting on the south side, and he is on the west instead. And for him, he feels like, okay, I have free reign right now to get into the main base. I have free reign to go for the Graviton Beams. Bistork is anticipating this. He knows that this is coming. And he's going to be making sure that he has an angle on to begin with. I think, though, we should make it 720 so it's just watchable per se. But in the meantime, Phoenix battle gonna be going on as we get a little bit of a reset. Graviton Beam right now, catching out a few probes here and there. Stalker is gonna be in position, and there we go yet again with the chase down. Still though, that sneaky pylon, bringing in those DTs, and this is what I was talking about. For Bistork, he is one of those masters of making you look on another screen, making you look somewhere else, and making sure that you are gonna get neutered, to say the least. BlackMamba, though, in the meantime, gonna be on the ball left. Here we go yet again with all of the movement. And for the Phoenixes, they are in position yet again to make something happen. DTs though, slicing away at the Stalkers. And does BlackMamba have any kind of detection? Seems like it's not the case. Where is the Forge? I don't see it whatsoever. He's building one right now. He's going for the Robo Facility at the same time. And this is looking very, very dicey here for BlackMamba. Bistork might have gotten the surprise of the century, to stay the least, to be the most surprising one whatsoever. In the meantime though, these probes are just running on away as much as possible. And there we go with the revelation instead. Now, this is good for BlackMamba since he has the Oracle setup. The Revelation is a lot cheaper with 25 energy. And yeah, we got good internet from SCA right here, Philippine internet. The link is up there, guys, if you need it, just in case. Let me just amend that real quick for you, actually. And hey, we'd still see Bistork right now going for the slice and dice as much as possible. Another revelation though to make sure that they can really catch out this DT. But eventually the Oracle will run out of energy. That's something to really take note of this one. And in the meantime, we will see the DT right now push on forward yet again. It really is just about grit. It really is just making sure that these guys get all the exposure that they can. And in an instance like this, BlackMamba showing at least he has a backup plan if need be. Getting that Oracle out in time, having the Revelation is a good thing. It really feels like for BlackMamba, even though he had a pretty big oversight there, and he was basically debated to go over to the west side instead, now he has the answer. But unfortunately for him, this does put him in a big hole. 28 workers to 49. Bistork in a pretty commanding lead as he is going to be going on 3 base. And for Bistork, he can now move into our macro-oriented game. He can actually push with these Stalkers. And I've seen him really use this a lot. Blink Stalker is something he loves to play with that micro. He loves using the Stalkers for the defense. In PvP, he's one of those players that do love to go for Stalkers if they need to be more on the defensive side. And with Blink available, it's time to go for the chase. Can he actually get the Phoenixes though? That's gonna be the real question here. In the meantime, okay, nice stuttering stream, nice lag whatsoever. That is just for absolute quality, so we'll just go back to 480p. And man, it really is heartbreaking though that we weren't able to get into the lobby. And I'll talk to you guys later on after this game. Hopefully if there is gonna be a game number 3, we'll check it out properly. And in instances like this, it really is just lucky to have one of the other language frames. But beautiful Phoenix play right now from BlackMamba. He decides to go for the Graviton Beams. It's enough to get all of that done, to say the least. And in essence, this is just pretty much Bistork getting manhandled onto the main base. Not enough of those defenses, because the Stalker is going to be going for the coup de grace instead. Killing blow perhaps, but it's 30 army to 35, I think. And BlackMamba has an Immortal into play. But the bulk of the army there is those Phoenixes. So for Bistork, he just has to get rid of this Immortal. Already to blink forward to play the aggression. There we go with the shots, keeping on coming again. And will it be enough? Oh my god, though! That is gonna be GG again, and oh no! Oh no, oh no, can I have an invite? Can I have an invite so we can get into this game? We can be going into our next one, and I believe that is gonna be game, set, and match again. Please, please, please invite me, guys. Please invite me. I think we're done with this. Sorry about that. Really, really heartbreaking. Invite, please. Okay, okay. Oh, thank God. I got so scared because of course the stream has a 2-minute delay, right? But thank God, thank God. Oh, by the way, MC Macho, I just showed your stream to CastG2 and linked your channel. Okay, okay. Okay. R whenever. Holy crap though, my heart. My heart, my heart, my heart, my heart. R. My bad. My bad too. Oh my god, guys. Sorry about that. My bad too. It happens, it happens. And you know, it was poor quality, but that's how it is sometimes. But anyway, you know, that blink forward with the Stalker is gonna be enough to get things done. And we are gonna be moving into game number 3, and it will be Everdream LE. So we are going to be moving on into our next map very quickly. It's all tied up 1-1 after Bistork's amazing DT debate play. Move it into something else. Just fully commit with those Stalkers to begin with. And all I gotta say about this guy is he is really a master of sabotage, a master of subterfuge. And that was just really well played there from my Hong Kong player. But it seems like we are going to be getting ready to go into game number 3. Let me just show you guys the maps real quick. And now it is going to be finally high time to get into 1080 TV quality again. Thank you guys for tuning into that one, and let's get into the match. Woo! That was hectic. In all honesty, that was more stressful than I honestly thought of. And But at least we are here. We are gonna be getting game number 3 coming our way. Even though game 2 was a little piss poor on that quality, it was a really good game. Bistork showing all he can and more in terms of the brains. But right now, can he bring the Brawn on over? Because introducing first on the bottom left of Everdream LE, it is gonna be our blue Protoss, Bistork. The man from Hong Kong deciding to play in the shadows and just sabotage his way to victory. But his opponents on the top right here, right now, it is gonna be the red Protoss instead from Taiwan, BlackMamba. So looking at the games between these two guys, BlackMamba with the oversight there just falling apart. He is gonna go for the pylon, and he looks like he's gonna go for a potential cannon rush again. He's going for the forge already, but this is something BlackMamba does. He does try to dissuade his opponent from catching out this second probe, but oh, this is Bistork already in position to scout this one out. So double scouting the 2 scouts, and since it's gonna be a forge into play, I don't think BlackMamba can really do much into this one because Bistork is already in position to get the shutdown on. But still, it's all about that sabotage. I was gonna talk about how Icencrow really turned into a very interesting macro game wherein Bistork was just able to sabotage his opponent, make sure that when the Phoenixes were attacking, they weren't in position to defend against the Stalkers. Of course, the Stalkers with the advantage. But in a scenario like this, let's focus on the game. BlackMamba right now, setting up the base inside to the natural here of Bistork. But Bistork is looking to be pretty set already to get the shutdown. He has Zealot up and running against that Photon Cannon. Here we go again though, and Bistork says, no sir, you are not getting in here whatsoever. He puts up that pylon, and even though the Zealot will die, it feels like for BlackMamba, it is going to be enough to hold the line for a little bit. 1 HP on that pylon, gonna be enough to get that takedown, and this time our cannon rush has been contained to the low ground. So for BlackMamba, it's not as easy as the first game. It's not gonna be pretty easy pickings whatsoever. He has to work hard to really get through these pylons, and Bistork this time gonna be sending in those stalkers yet again. So overall, when you're getting cannon rush like this, you don't really want to go for that warp gate because you might need it for an emergency stalker, you might need it for an emergency sentry, and in a scenario like this, Bistork needs every little bit that he has. Now he has to use his Zealot right now to get that vision, and all he needs now on the defense side here for Bistork is one more of these stalkers to make sure that he can actually get the DPS on BlackMamba, though still unrelenting. Again, this is the poisonous warfare here from BlackMamba. Bistork though playing that starter step again, able to get on away from the Zealots. And in a scenario like this, it feels like for BlackMamba, he really is trying to force things out, but he does have a little bit of that damage still. On the other side, for Bistork, it's a lot better compared to that first game. He's making sure that the low ground is not going to have that much vision. This pylon, though, needs to go down before this gateway. It feels like the gateway, though, will fall instead, so Stalker production going to get caught in half. Overall, though, for Bistork, it's still a pretty manageable position. His probes are not getting hammered whatsoever. There's no real pressure there in the first place onto that mineral line, and now it's time for Bistork to make sure that our Toast Pylon will go down very, very soon. All about the shots right now. The DPS here from the Stalker should be enough for one more volley, and even though the Zealot gets to the high ground, this cannon rush has been stopped this time by Bistork. So a pretty hype start, it seems like, for BlackMamba. He knew where he won earlier on, so he's going to be looking to do the same old thing again. Make sure that he does have the angle, make sure he has the opportunities. And in the meantime, for BlackMamba, he's going to be keeping things up even more so. Never stopping, never popping, keeping the pressure on as much as possible. And in a scenario like this, he's going to be warping in these buildings, also here on the west side. So BlackMamba, this guy does not stop with the cheese whatsoever. He will continue on with all he can with it, and Bistork right now gonna be going for as many shots as possible. If you guys are tuning in here from TL, big shoutouts again to Light VIP and the Cranky Daks guys for helping me set that one up, and we are gonna be getting even more so into our game as it's still Bistork now cleaning things up on that house. In the meantime, BlackMamba already getting punished. It's Bistork sending in these stalkers to get on through to the other side. Will it be enough? No, that's gonna be the real question to get the shutdown, and that is just gonna be enough DPS to make sure this cannon will not go up whatsoever. No way, no how, not even gonna happen. It's Bistork keeping on with the pressure even more so, and then by this point in time, everything is just falling apart for BlackMamba. He had a really good first game that puts Bistork on a surprise, but on that second game, he was the one surprised by the DTs. He was the one surprised the Blink Stalker, and in an instance like this mineral line should go down very, very soon. Shots keeping on coming. Eventually, the gateway will fall. The Forge gonna be in the next target here for our Hong Kong player. But by this point in time, it should be secured. A round of 8 gonna be secured here by Bistork. He is gonna be one game match away from moving on into the main event as our Hong Kong side wins this one out 2-1. So well played there to our Blue Protoss, Bistork, showing that he has learned from his mistakes, his misdeeds, and he is just good to go into the next one. A very enjoyable series, marred by a little bit of an unfortunate circumstance, but Bistork handily and deservedly taking that victory. It really goes to show when you can handle the cheese a lot better, you're just not gonna get surprised anymore. And since BlackMamba whipped it out the first game, I feel like for Bistork, he was kinda ready for it. And unfortunately, the probes got scouted at the same time, and that was pretty much it there. So kudos there to Bistork. He will be moving on. Let's look at that map recap real quick. BlackMamba taking care of business on Deathaura with an amazing cannon rush to really put in the pressure. But for Ice and Chrome, Bistork with just better macro, with better tactics, and really utilizing that map as much as possible to make sure that he can get the angle on Everdream. In the meantime, the cannon rush this time falling apart at the seams, and Bistork now just one match away. He is in the semifinals, he is in the qualifying match, and we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be setting things up for our next game. Stay tuned, stick around. This is the DreamHack StarCraft 2 Masters Summer Qualifier for the Taiwan Hong Kong scene.